What's happening, people? We're back here once again on CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts. As always, I'm super excited to be back inside the building. I know the reaction videos haven't been being uploaded as regularly as they were before. Unfortunately, this is because I've been back at full-time radio, so I've been getting used to that, and I've been very, very tired after the shows. However, we are now back in the swing of it, and I'm really excited to get into this one. It's a video that's been requested very, very often in recent times, and it is Burna Boy's Grammy Awards performance. So hopefully you guys want to watch this one. It's one that you guys have been requesting, so hopefully you do enjoy it. If you haven't already, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button at the bottom of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff, just getting involved with the channel in general. And of course, the thing to remember about this video is there'll be a lot of cuts and pauses. The reason for this is because YouTube blocks the videos unless we do it, so there's going to be a little bit less of the actual performance and a bit more of the actual technical analysis and breakdown. I'm going to leave a link to the video in the comment section down below, so you can go and watch it in full there if you want to, but this is the way we have to do it, unfortunately. So without further ado, hopefully you guys can still enjoy, and let's crack on. Burna appearing there right at the beginning. This is sounding awesome. If they've gone full kind of epic level of sort of backing choirs and everything on this, I think we're in for somewhat of a treat here. I haven't actually heard this yet. This is genuinely the first time listening to it, and the only reason I even knew it happened was because so many people on the channel requested it. So hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint.
Start feeling like I had enough, then I contemplate giving up.
I don't know if it's just me, but there's something very eerie about the sort of background of this. Obviously, you've got the sort of the choir all dressed in white, then you've got the sort of lead singer dressed in all black, and then you've got Burna Boy in front. The whole layout of this, there's something slightly eerie when you have those kind of really booming 808 tones and the sort of slow disappearance of the rest of the instrumentation. It's got a little bit of an eerie feel. Maybe that's just me, though.
Don't what I'm on, seem like there's always another level up. So you always found me looking up. But sometimes, and I'm alive.
Listen to how powerful that choir sounds. That is ridiculously cool, man. Just the leveling of it, just the overall, again, cinematic feel of this video is on a different planet already. Obviously, you can tell it's not like a completely live performance. This is something that's been put together beforehand, and this is essentially a music video for it, but I have no trouble with that whatsoever.
You can do it, never, 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 never stop.
That sounds incredible. Again, the application of adding the very traditional sounding choir over the top of this live version sounds amazing. Obviously, they're on top of the stadium as well, which looks really, really cool. The kind of setting of it does have a really epic cinematic feel. I know they're two words that I've used a lot already to describe this, but they're the best ones that come into my head. The little key changes and things that are going on in the different layers of the choir, the tonality of it is stunning. And then you hear those kind of saxophone lines and horn lines in the background. The whole thing with this is so well built. It's so emotive in the way it's been put together. That smile on his face. See the little thing where he just goes around the corner. I'm going to try and mimic it. Just. That's so good, mate. Like, this is the thing with Burna. He's got such a good way of kind of expressing emotion, and it's infectious. You know, you hear Burna's vocals when they're happy vocals, and you feel them. You hear Burna's vocals when they're not necessarily talking about the happiest of subjects, and you feel them. You know, they get into you, which is amazing. About this tune anyway is that it's so full of life, it's so full of love, it's so full of just colourful instrumentation, and the whole kind of vibe of it is very uplifting. But when you hear it with the live drums and the live percussion, it just takes it to a whole different planet. I'm loving the sounds of this, and Burna, you can tell, is enjoying this sort of filming process, mate. It's great. Wow. This is a live version I never thought I would want to hear so much as I now want to hear it again and again and again. The instrumentation on this is absolutely crazy. You can tell there's a lot of live stuff going on, but nothing sounds forced, nothing sounds out of place. Everything sounds very, very natural, and that's what you want when you are doing a live version of a tune like this, which I suppose you expect to have live elements in there, but just the whole layout of it is so big, it's so bold. don't know who the lead dancer is. Two more dancers have just appeared, but I don't know who the lead dancer is, but she is absolutely smashing it as well. I love this sort of thing of him just kind of walking along, the percussion's kind of in the background and those two are walking along together. Really, really cool way of just kind of adding a level of kind of movement and cinematicness, if that's the right word, to this video, which would otherwise be quite static, and that's a good way of keeping the whole thing moving. Don't tell me, we're getting into the third song, and I know it's Yay because it says Yay at the top, but don't tell me you can listen to that as a verse and as a structure and not smile. There's something about those incredible female choir vocals on top of all the instrumentation, on top of the horn lines, on top of the natural organic drum sounds. It just takes it to a whole different planet, man. I'm not normally someone who rides out for live covers of songs that have already been released that aren't live instrumentation. For me, a lot of the time it sounds forced. For me, a lot of the time it just sounds like you don't need to do it. It's not how the song was created, and you're just trying to almost extend content beyond what it was originally meant to be. However, I can get down with this, with the live electric guitars over the top. You can hear the power in those drums. The choir especially are what brings this to life. Wow. Word, mate. The compositional value on this tune. I've got my pen in my hand. I want to take notes. The compositional value of this tune is through the roof. This cover, sorry. The room, the way it's lit with the kind of smoke coming up off the bottom. There's a really kind of heavenly nature about what's going on. That choir is just hitting different levels of notation. It's almost going the other way to where the tune originally would be. And then you've got Burna's vocal still just so piercing. You've got the drums sounding amazing. The strings, just everything about it. This is taking a tune that I adore to an entirely different level.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Acapella, little addition of that on the end of what was a stunning arrangement of instrumentation. What a way to round it out, just to kind of point out how powerful that choir has been throughout the entirety of this. But there we go. For more 63rd Grammy Awards content, go to Grammy.com. This sounded absolutely incredible. Amazing stuff. Obviously, Burna went home with the award that he was up for, which I think was World Music Album. I may be mistaken. Leave it in the comments down below. If not, this is fantastic. A great representation of Burna's both vocal ability, his energy, and of course his versatility to kind of bring these tunes to a whole different level of life. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Really, really enjoyed this performance. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the breakdown as well. I tried to be a bit more concise. I knew it was a bit of a longer video, but as you know on this channel, we like to break down sonics. That's what we like to do more than anything else. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, make sure you are hitting the subscribe button at the bottom of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like and a comment and all of that good stuff. Make sure you lock into Breakfast with Kovu, 7 till 10 in the AM over on Trickstar Radio. It's the breakfast show I run Monday to Friday, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.
Kovo sound, them sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.